Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salamu ala nabiyyina Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from all of us coming here to learn the language of the noble Quran. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us sadqa jariyah for our parents and make our children sadqa jariyah for us. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us tawfiq to learn the language of the noble Quran and then teach others. Ameen ya Rabb. I welcome you, my respected sisters, to today's class. I hope everybody is doing well. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you all. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase you all in knowledge. Ameen ya Rabb. So before we start the class, if you could just, as usual, if you could give me some feedback about the audio quality, if you're able to hear me. If the sound is clear, then inshallah we'll start the class. And as you know, the host where you are going to write your responses are, the name of the host is Your Answers Please Write Here. So please, anything you are writing in the chat box, make sure that you are writing it to the host, Your Answers Please Write Here. And as you know, that the questions you should be asking on Telegram channel, this chat box, Your Answers Please Write Here, is only for the interaction when I ask you some question, and if you want to write in the chat box, so you have to select that host. So I will wait for your responses, sisters, before we start the class, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, we will mainly learn only two concepts today. So now you might have noticed that the lessons are getting shorter and easier. As I was telling in the beginning, in the beginning, there are a lot of things to absorb. And, when you're new to something, you feel so many things are coming, even though if those are not so many things. Now, things are getting very easy and they're getting very shorter in terms of the length of the content. So today we will, inshallah, mainly see two concepts. One is called badal. What is badal? Badal in English, you could say substitute or replacement. What do I mean by that? It's very, very easy concept. This is just one thing, that how making a small changes in a word can actually change the whole scenario, can actually change the whole focus, can actually change the complete meaning. So have a look at this one, sisters. The house is new. We know so far what is khabar. This is our noun sentence. Al-baytu jadidun. Mubtada is al-bayt and jadid is the khabar. The house. What is the news about? About the house. That the house is new. The house is new, right? The house. Hadha jadidun, another sentence. What is that? This is also a noun sentence. Hadha is mubtada and jadidun is the khabar. So when you looked at the house and you said, let's say you are going somewhere with your sister or with your friend, and you saw a house and you say the house is new, right? Or you say this is new, pointing towards that house. Do both have any difference in meaning, sisters? Please answer. If you are looking at the house, if you're going outside and you saw a house and you are talking to your sister or your friend, say, oh, the house is new. And you're looking at that house. So she knows which house you're talking about. The house is new. You both know which house you're talking about. The meaning is the house is new. Or you don't use the word house and you just point your finger towards that and say, Hada jadidun, this is new. What is she going to think in her mind? Same thing. When you say the al-baytu jadidun, she knew you were saying the house is new. When you say Hada jadidun, this is new, she again knows that you are talking about the house, that the house is new, isn't it? So you can use either al-baytu jadidun or Hada jadidun in that particular situation. Both will have the same understanding. The person will understand the same, right? Now, if you do this, if you say hada, and instead of saying baytu, you just add alif lam. So you add a definite noun coming with alif lam. So the transition will change. Now, hadal baytu means this house. This house, jadidun means new. This house is new. So when you added alif and lam, what happened? You are not having khabar anymore. Is this al-baytu khabar? Who can think this is khabar, sister? Let me ask you once again. If I show you this sentence, هذا البيت جديد, هذا is mubtada. Al-bayt, is it khabar? Though you can see on the screen, but I want you to think from your mind and say, is it a khabar? No, it's not a khabar. Why is it not a khabar? Because we have seen that khabar is generally nakira. Khabar do not have alif lam in that. So how alif lam is here? So when alif lam is coming after ismul ishara, what is ismul ishara? Noun of pointing towards. So we've studied hadha, dhalika, hadhihi, tilka, and there are more asmaul ishara for plurals, ha, ulai, ulaika. Those we will learn inshallah in future. But for now, we have studied for hadha, hadhihi, dhalika, and tilka. After those four, if you have a noun coming with alif and lam, that will be called badal. Badal has much detail, but that will be covered in much advanced lessons. For now, just understand that when you added alif and lam, the name of this is no more a khabar, it became badal, and the translation changed. Hadha baytun meant this is a house, but when you say hadhal baytu, the meaning became this house. And then whatever you're saying about this house, you can carry on saying. One side note, if you can understand, if you cannot, is fine. Why it is said badal? It is said badal because look at this sentence. If I point towards the house and say haza jadidun without mentioning the house, are you not going to understand? If I'm pointing towards, let's say the same example, you are going with your sister, and if you point towards the house and say hada jadidun, what is she going to think in her mind? That you, maybe your name is Fatima, so Fatima is saying that this house is new. This is her mind will interpret. And if you say to her, standing in front of the same house, al baytu jadidun, the house is new, what is she going to translate in her mind? What did you say? You said the same thing, that you're talking about this house and you're saying the house is new. So badal means you can say hada jadidun, the meaning will still be same, right? In this particular situation, the example we gave, the scenario we gave. Or you say al baytu jadidun, so you replaced one word with the another one, but the meaning remains same. This is what badal is. We don't want to go too much into the detail of badal. That will come in future lessons. Right now, just understand one thing, because we may think hadha al-baytu, hadha is mubtada and al-baytu is khabar. No, it is not a khabar. Technically, logically, it is not a khabar because khabar will not have alif lam in that. And here alif lam is there, so it's not a khabar, right? So it's not a khabar. What is this? It is called grammatically badal. But if you don't understand this for now, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just understand one thing. When you say when you use ismul ishara, and after that, when you use alif and lam, then the next word is not a khabar. The translation will become like that. Hadal baytu means this house. If it was hadal kitabu, hada and al kitab was written, that would mean this book. If it was hada and after that al babu, it means this door. If it was a car and you say hadihi as-sayyaratu with alif lam, that would mean this car. I hope you are getting that. With the lesson, inshallah, it will become more and more clearer. This is exactly what we've seen, but let's have a quick look. Hada kitabun. Hada is mubtada. Kitabun is the khabar. The transition is this is a book. But when you add alif and lam here, what happened? This is the explanation of what we just said, sisters. So it's a multiple level of explanation. If you didn't understand in one thing, inshallah, you'll be able to understand in other thing. So previously, it translated as this is a book. Now, when you added alif and lam, what happened? It became this book. It is no more is a book, because is a has been grayed out now. So the transition is this book. So what is hada? Haza is mubtada. What is al-kitab became? It's not a khabar anymore. And we've seen that now it will be called, it is badal. It is badal. But when I say this book, are you happy? Does it give any meaning? If I say this book, you will be looking and saying, what about this book? Is this book is new? This book is old, this book is difficult. What about that? What is the information about that? So then I will say to you, هذا الكتاب جديد. Now it's a khabar. I hope you're getting that. هذا is mubtada and jadidun is the khabar. Al-kitab is badal, right? Al-kitab is no more a khabar. The transition is not this is a book, it becomes this book. So when you say this book, this girl, this boy, this house, this man, you need to give some information about them, right? This man is a doctor. This girl is a teacher. This house is new. This book is very interesting, right? Another example, Hada babun, this is the door. Simple example, Hada is mubtada, babun is khabar, right? But if you say Hada and then you add alif and lam, so what happened? The meaning changed. From this is a door, it became this door. This door. Now you need to have another word to give information about it. So haza is mubtada. What is al badal? Sorry, al bab. Al bab is badal. Where is the khabar? You know, noun sentence must have mubtada and khabar. One pillar is there, mubtada is there. You must have to have khabar because the chair for the khabar is empty in the sentence. Noun sentence room, right? We have studied that. Consider Arabic as a big block of offices. There's so many offices in the building of Arabic language. One of the office or one of the room, the name is noun sentence. In that room, there are two chairs. That chairs must be filled. Somebody must occupy those chairs. So hadha babu, hadha is mubtada. So mubtada went in the room with al-bab and mubtada sat in the chair. Al-bab cannot sit in the chair which is empty because that chair is for the khabar. So al-bab will be just standing there quietly. But we need khabar. What about the khabar? If I say this door, what I'm going to say about this door is old. Hadha babu qadimun. This door is old. So now I've given you information about the door. Next example, Hada tabibun, this is a doctor. This is a doctor. But what if I want to give some more information about this doctor? I want to say something about this doctor. How am I going to say that? So you may have been asking yourself why we are learning badal. Because you see, language is expressing. When you open the Quran, you will find badal so many times, but we cannot give you examples right now. For examples, it's good that you know badal with little bit detail, which will be coming in the future lesson. But just let me give you another idea. If I want to tell you something about this doctor, how will I say that? How am I going to express that? If I want to say something about this door, I can't say haza babu. You say, I know this is a door, but you want to say this door is new. So you could say haza jadidun, right? Or you could say haza babu jadidun. Or you want to say this door is old. How can you say you can't say haza babu? You say haza babu qadimun. This door is old. So hadha tabibun means this is a doctor. Now, if you say hadha tabibu, you added alif and lam. What happened? Hadha is your mubtada. You have added alif and lam. So what does this word become? It's no more a khabar. Tabibun only was the khabar because it was nakira. It was indefinite. Now it has got alif lam, so it cannot be khabar. So what is this word now? What role does it word play? Is playing the role of badal. Okay, it is badal, fine. I'm not interested in badal right now. I just want to know the khabar. Where is the khabar? Because mubtada is here, I must have a khabar. So the khabar is hadha tabibu ghaniyun. This doctor is rich. This doctor is rich. I hope everybody is getting that. We will do the chapter. You will get more clarity. Let me just tell you one thing last time. All what I've said to you, if you didn't understand anything, I'm happy. I don't have a problem. Just understand one thing and I'm happy, that when you add alif and lam to a noun which is coming after ismul ishara, after hadha, zalika, hadhihi, tilka, then that noun is called badal. And you need a khabar coming after that, because mubtada and khabar are the main components of the noun sentence. To repeat once again, if you see ismul ishara, in this case hadha, and after hadha there is a noun with alif and lam, what is the name, grammatical name of that noun? It is called badal. One thing. Second thing, now you need a khabar for that sentence because you have mubtada but you don't have a khabar. That word which used to be khabar before has changed now. Because you added alif and lam, the role has been changed. It is a badal. It cannot sit in the chair of khabar. You need an information. You need a khabar for your mubtada. And so you can have any khabar. Hadha al-kitabu jadidun, hadha al-kitabu qadimun. Anything would you like to have? So I hope you got that. This is the correct case. Substitute a badal is a definite noun. Ismun ma'rifatun, following a demonstrative pronoun, ismul ishara. I have told you in a very simple language, this is written like in a legal language, right? So I hope it is clear, sister. Substitute, replacement means badal in Arabic language. I hope it is clear. Look how short is the chapter today. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. Only 7 lines. Subhanallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on the author of the book. Beautifully designed book. As we will progress, you will see how beautifully the book has been designed. So if we look at this, Haza rajulu tajirun wa dhalika rajulu tabibun. I hope nobody needs a translation. Everybody, all of you are able to understand. Beauty, subhanallah. 8 lesson and you are able to translate yourself, isn't it? You know the meaning of Haza, and you know the rajulu means men. But you can't say this is a man because now alif lam has been coming here. And when alif lam is there after ismul ishara, then this word is not a khabar. This is a badal. So hada is your mubtada, ar-rajulu is the man. This man, what about this man? This man is a doctor, this man is a student, this man is a businessman. What is this man? This man, hada rajulu tajiru. This man is a businessman. وَذَلِكَ الرَّجُلُ طَبِيبٌ, and that man is a doctor. So all we need to know is هَذَا الرَّجُلُ is becoming like a one word, this man. وَذَلِكَ الرَّجُلُ, that man. So this is your subject now. You have to give information about this man or that man. Ismu tajiri Mahmud. Name of businessman is Mahmud. What kind of combination is this? Ismu tajiri. You can tell me, sister. These two words, Ismu tajiri, name of the businessman. What is this called in Arabic? Book of Bilal, pen of Hamid, house of Zaid, Mudaf, Mudaf ilayh. Well done. Ismu tajiri Mahmud. Name of businessman is Mahmud. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on the author of the book. Beautifully, he's coming with something else. What is this alif called, sisters, in Ismu tajiri? What's the name of this alif? I'll give you choices. Is it Hamzatul Wasl or is it Hamzatul Qat? Remember, Hamzatul Qat will always have a neck of Ain drawn at the top or at the bottom. If nothing is there, then it's Hamzatul Wasl. Or if a little Sawd is written, drawn at the top of the Alif, then also it is Hamzatul Wasl. But Hamzatul Wasl can have Sawd or cannot have Sawd. Both are possible. So this is Hamzatul Wasl. What's the rule for Hamzatul Wasl? If there is no word before that, then this will be pronounced. So let's see. Ismut tajiri. Ismut tajiri. Mahmudun. Name of businessman Mahmud. And how will I read another part? Can I say wa ismu tabibi Sa'idun? If you think I can say wa ismu and I can pronounce this Hamzatul Wasl wa ismu tabibi, press 1. If you think I should say wasmu tabibi and I make this Hamzatul Wasl silent because there is a word before that, then please press 2. If you think I should pronounce Hamzatul Wasl here, in this case, wa ismu tabibi, press 1. If you think I should not pronounce Hamzatul Wasl, I should say wasmu tabibi, press 2, sisters, please. Let's see how often do we revise and how strong we are. I hope we all are very strong, but let's see. Alhamdulillah, very good. We all understand that this is Hamzatul Wasl, and when there's a word before that, it will not be pronounced. So we'll say Wasmut Tabibi, and the name of the doctor is Saeed. But here we will not make it silent. We will say Ismut Tajiri Mahmudun. Name of businessman is Mahmud. Next, Hazal Baytu Lit Tajiri wa Dhalika al Baytu Lit Tabibi. This house belongs to the businessman, or this house is for the businessman. We have seen the meaning of harf jar li, Islam. Harf jar li could mean belong to or could mean to, depending on how you are translating what is the context. Hadal baytu lit tajiri. Why tajiri? Why ra has got a kasra? Why tajiri is majroor? The Arab of the word tajiri is majroor and tabib is majroor. What is the reason, sisters? Why tabib is majroor and tajir is majroor? Because of harf jar lam. Because of harf jar lam. Lit tajiri, lit tabibi, lit tajiri, lit tabibi. Right? Because of this harf jar lam, because harf jar makes the noun which comes after that majroor, hence we see the kasra here. Hadha al-baytu lit-tajiri, this house belongs to business, to the businessman. Wa dhalika al-baytu lit-tabibi, and that house belongs to the doctor. Or you could say this house is for the businessman and that house is for the doctor, depending on how you are translating. Baytu tajiri amam al-masjid. Now this is something new. But this is something we will see in a while. That's our Concept number 2 for today. Baytu tajiri means house of the businessman. What's the meaning of amama? Amama means in front of. Al masjidi means the masjid, in front of the masjid, in front of the masjid. Wa baytu tabibi, and the house of the doctor is khalf al madrasati, behind the school. So remember these two words, amama and khalfa. We will talk about it inshallah in a while. But for the transition, amama means in front of and khalfa means behind. Next question, next statement is liman hadhihi sayyaratu wa liman tilka. Li, once again, harf jar. Man means who. But why man do not have any kasra? We saw here lit tajiri. Tajiri had a kasra because of the harf jar li. Lit tabibi. Tabibi has the kasra. Tabibi was majroor because of harf jar li. Why man has a sukoon and not a kasra? Who can answer that, sisters? I hope you have watched all your bite-sized videos. Because man is a fixed word. Man is a fixed word like our brother Ali. We have studied the story of both brothers, sisters, remember? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on our both brothers. Brother Ali had just one pair of clothes. Wherever he will go, he will only wear that clothes. Whereas brother Zaid has got a wardrobe full of clothes. Everywhere he will go, he will wear different clothes according to the situation. Right? If he go to the party, he will wear different dress. If he go to work, he's wearing something else. If he goes to play some sports, he's wearing something else. When he goes to bed, he's wearing a sleeping suit, right? So some words are like that. They change their shakal, they change their era, they change the haraka, the vowel sign on the last letter of their word according to their role in the sentence. Right? But some words are fixed, they do not change. No other word can change them. So Li was able to change a tajiru into a tajiri and a tabibu into a tabibi. But Li cannot do anything with the man because man is a fixed word and these fixed words are called mabni. Mabni means fixed, unchangeable. If you can remember the word mabni, is fine. If you cannot, it's okay. Inshallah, we'll keep repeating that inshallah in future. So liman hadhihi sayyara, for who is this car? Wa liman tilka, and for who is that? Right? Now they liman tilka, and for who is that? Tilka means that. هذه السيارة للطبيب وتلك للتاجر. This car belongs to the businessman. وتلك للتاجر, and that belongs to the businessman. So this car belongs to the doctor and that belongs to the businessman. هذه السيارة من اليابان وتلك من أمريكا. This car is from Japan and that is from America. This car is from Japan and that is from America. So Minal Yabani. You see, sisters, Minal Yabani. You can't see a kasra, but there's a kasra here. After min, there is a kasra because min is a harf jar. There's another information here. I will quickly share that, but don't worry. This is the rule of spelling. Yeah, we will do that in future. Just one thing. I just told you a while ago that man is a mabni word ending with the sukoon. Noon. Min is also like that. We've studied before. Fi, min, ila, ala. Why this min has got a fatha here? This min means from, and the word for from is min. Min with the kasra, noon with the sukoon. Here, why is the fatha? The reason for fatha is, think, noon has got a sukoon, min, and then al-yabani, lam also has got a sukoon, and hamzatul wasl also has got a sukoon. So how are you going to pronounce the letters with the sukoon? This is called iltaqa'i sakinain, meeting of vowel-less letters. In Arabic, if two vowel-less letters cannot come together, how are you going to pronounce that? Isn't it? So for example, if I have to pronounce that with the sukoon, look, this is what's going to happen. Min, I don't have any vowel sign. We know that the fatha moves the sound up, kasra moves the sound down, dhamma moves the sound around. So I can say minal yabani. If I put a fatha, then I can join noon with the lam. Minal yabani, because lam has got a sukoon. I need to be able to move the sound forward so I can attach with the new word. But I say min, sukoon means no haraka, no movement. Haraka is what? Haraka means movement. And absence of haraka is what? Absence of movement is what? Sukoon. No movement is called sukoon. So what's the meaning of sukoon? Sukoon in English, you will say no movement. And haraka means movement. So if there's a sukoon, min, then I am in sukoon. I can't have any haraka to move. Hence, this fatha is added there. So we can pronounce it, say, minal yaban. If you didn't understand a lot, don't worry about it. We will do that, inshallah, when we will do this in detail, how to pronounce these words. This is just right now for your information. But important thing is something else, which you should focus on. What is the i'rab of al-yaban? What will be the haraka on the noon? Who can tell me? Words after come min, fi, ila, ala, li. After harf jar, the next word will have a kasra. Yaba, ni. Yaba, ni. This is not given here. Perhaps Sheikh Abdul Rahim, the author, is testing us. He is testing us. Look, he has not given any haraka here. Lit tabibi, lit tajiri, he is left blank. He wants us to think. He wants to check that he wants us to be strong enough that we are able to understand, because this is how it's going to happen, sisters. And this is why I tell you one thing, taking it from a little bit side from the lesson. Every time you get an opportunity to write something, please do write in Arabic. Like you will see the exercises which you will say, Iqra waktub, read and write. I would strongly advise you to write those things, because what's going to happen is when you will write, you will stuck on the vowel signs. Tabibi, ta has got a fatha or ta has got a kasra. Bayt, al-baytu, ba has got a fatha or is al-bitu. How do you know? When you do the practice, when you write it few times, then it will become strong in your mind. Your fingers will also memorize along with your brain. So please do write. So when you are in the practice of writing, you know that every time you wrote min, the next word was majroor. Now I hope, inshallah, when you are opening every day your mushaf for your daily portion of recitation, you are able to see ism majroor in the Quran. Every time you see min and then say minan nasi, so you know an nasi. Why an nasi is kasra? And remember, we've seen last time and we've said the same thing. Min, and after that the word in the Quran was an nasi, and we said noon has got a fatha so that we can pronounce today. There's an explanation you have seen as well, alhamdulillah. So al yaba ni, min al yaba ni. But I have a question. We know after min this is al yabani. Look at the next one. وَتِلْكَ مِنْ أَمْرِيكَا. Is it possible to put a kasra under alif? No. What kind of word America is? America is ending on alif. The words which are ending on alif, they will stay the way they are, no matter what is coming before that. So this is also side information. This America, it is not that the author did not put kasra here. You cannot write a kasra. You can never write a kasra under alif. So before America, if min will come, fi will come, ila will come, ala will come, li will come, anything will come, this alif will always be the way it is. Right? I hope you're getting that. And if you're not, don't worry, we'll do that in future lessons in more detail. And right now, maybe a few things you're just getting as a introduction. And the introduction doesn't necessarily requires you to understand fully. Just have it that you know that, okay, you heard it somewhere. When the detail will come, you'll be able to understand that, inshallah, well at that time. So tamarin means exercises, right? And here we have already seen that in previous slides. Hadihi and hada, this is our mubtada. As-sayyaratu is the badal, min al-yabani is the khabar. What kind of khabar is that? This is the phrase khabar. We have seen that this is a phrase khabar. But let's not go into that and focus on today's lesson, what is coming in front of us now. Answer the following questions. Man hadha ar-rajulu wa man dhalika ar-rajulu. Let's translate. Who is this man and who is that man? Masmut tajiri, what is name of the businessman? Masmut tabibi, what is the name of the doctor? Min aina sayyaratu tabibi, from where is the car of the doctor? Min aina sayyaratu tajiri, from where is car of the businessman? So you would like to answer these questions from looking at the text, right? But for now, it's the beginning of the lesson and you cannot do that. It is fine if you could just only are able to translate that from English, from Arabic to English, and then you can always go back to the text and see if you find yourself capable of answering that. However, if you have to answer, how will you say? Masmut tajiri, what is the name of the businessman? Ismut tajiri Mahmoud. Very simple. Masmut tabibi, what's the name of the doctor? Answer is given here. Ismut tabibi Sa'idun. Min aina sayyaratu tabibi, from where is car of the doctor? So where is the car of the doctor from? It is from the Japan, right? Sayyaratu tabibi min al-Yabani was sayyaratu tajiri min America, right? Aina baytu tajiri, where is house of the businessman? Aina baytu tabibi, where is the house of the doctor? So one is in the front of masjid, one is behind the masjid. So answers are already given there. Now here is the exercise I just spoke to you about. Iqra waktub, read and write. What is the benefit of reading and writing is that you will also be able to understand the harakat. One more thing I will tell you about the badal. Okay, let's not go into that because it may cause some confusion. So we'll continue with what we are doing instead of going into more details. More details we'll do inshallah in future lessons. So how will we translate هذا الولد خالد وذلك الولد محمد? This boy is Khalid and that boy is Muhammad. Somebody may say that how will I know what is the vowel sign on Hadha or Khalid or Muhammad? If you don't know, then go back to the previous chapters and all the vowel signs are given there. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on the author of the book. This is what he's doing. You will not find any word coming with the vowel sign which is not shown with the vowel sign on the same page or few pages before. Right? And this is the benefit of read and write. When you're writing, you maybe certain names we know that, certain things we know that we may not make a mistake. So we will correctly write هذا الولد خالد وذلك الولد محمد. Second sentence, هذا الرجل مدرس. This man is a teacher. How will you know it's mudarrisun or mudirrisun? Dal has got a fatha or dal has got a kasra. How will you know? But if you have done the practice, if you have wrote this word mudarrisun, if you have done your previous exercises in writing, then your fingers have memorized it. Your mind will inshallah tell you that it's mudarrisun. Dal has got a fatha, mudarrisun. It's not mudirrisun. This is how your skills of learning vowel signs will also become strong, and you will know, if you know the vowel sign, then you will be your pronunciation will also be correct. هذا الرجل مدرس وذلك الرجل مهندس. This man is a teacher and that man is an engineer. Now, who can translate that, sisters? هذا الكتاب جديد. هذا الكتاب جديد. Write in your chat box if you can. وذلك الكتاب قديم, and that book is old. I would like to suggest you one more thing, sister. Not all of us are very fluent with the phone and computer keyboard. Sometimes we find difficult while attending the lesson to quickly write things as well. But I'll suggest you one thing. When you come to the class, please have a notebook with you. And every time I ask you a question, like I'm saying right now, هذا الكتاب جديد, what's the translation? You may not be able to write on the keyboard using keypad, but have a pen or pencil and write it in your notebook. And then we discuss further, take it if your answer is correct or if your answer was wrong. Believe me, this will also leave some long-lasting marks on your memory. You will have some impression left in your mind, and that will be very, very helpful for you to learn and improve your skills of Arabic language, inshallah. So, هذا الكتاب جديد. Well done, sisters. Those who have written, excellent, mashallah. هذا الكتاب جديد. This book is new. وذلك الكتاب قديم, and that book is old. هذه السيارة لعلي وتلك لخالد. This car belongs to Ali, and that belongs to Khalid. You may say, here, Hadi Sayyaratu li Aliyin is understood. This car belongs to Ali. Why Sayyaratan is not mentioned? It's not Watilka Sayyaratu li Khalid. Why Sayyaratu is not mentioned here? This is common. Sayyaratu has been deleted from here. It is possible. If I ask you, what is your name? You have two ways to answer that. If I ask you, what is your name, sister? You may say, my name is Fatima. Or you could say Fatima. You didn't say my name is why? Because this is already understood. I have already asked you what is your name. So in the answer, you may say, my name is Fatima, or you choose to just give the name and say Fatima. But is it understood or not? It's understood in both situations that you are mentioning your name. So here when we say Hadi Sayyaratu li Aliyin, this car belongs to Ali, wa tilka li Khalidin, and that belongs to Khalid. So we know that we are talking about the car. We know that we are talking about the car here. هذا الباب مفتوح. This door is open. وذلك الباب مغلق, and that door is closed. So هذا and ذلك both are coming. You see how beautifully Sheikh Abdul Rahim is bringing everything what we've learned before. So هذا الباب is used for this. ذلك is used for that, right? هذه is used for feminine this, because a sayyaratu is feminine, ending on tamarputa. So when you're saying this, you are using hadihi. When you're using that, you are using tilka, right? because for feminine, when it is far, we use tilka. Tilka Aishatu. Dhalika Hamidun. That is Aisha, that is Hamid. But if they are close to you, say Hadha Hamidun wa hadhihi Aishatu. This is Hamid and this is Aisha. I hope it is all repetition and you are very, very strong in that. Liman hadhihi sa'atu. To who this watch belongs to? Here li Abbasin. It is for Abbas. It is for Abbas. Here is going to a sa. Here, when we say it is for Abbas, we are talking about the watch, not about the Abbas. Somebody may say, why we are using here with Abbas? Abbas is huwa, Abbas is masculine, correct. But what we are talking about is not Abbas. We are talking about as-sa'atu, the watch. The watch is for Abbas, or the watch belongs to Abbas, or it is for Abbas, or it belongs to Abbas. You see, you can translate it any way you like. You can say as-sa'atu li Abbasin, the watch is for Abbas. Or you could say hiya li Abbasin, it is for Abbas. Ahadha al-baytu li tabibi, is this house belongs to the doctor? La huwa lil mudarrisi, no, it belongs to the teacher. What is the difference? Why are we using la here and then we are saying huwa lil mudarrisi? In the previous sentence we did not say naam or la, we simply said hiya li Abbas, it is for Abbas. But here we are saying it is for teacher, it belongs to teacher, but we are using la before that. Any answers, sisters? Why la is being used here? Because of Hamzatul Istifham. We have studied when the question begins with this Hamza, then before you give the answer, you will affirm or you will negate. If this was for the teacher, you will say Naam. If it was for the doctor, for example, you would say Naam. Huwa lit tabibi, but it's not for the doctor. So you will say La. No, it is for the teacher, or it belongs to the teacher. Next, هذه الدراجة لابن مؤذن. Is this bicycle belongs to son of the caller to the prayer? You see, I didn't say li ibni. Why li ibni? Because ibni has got hamzatul wasl, and before that lam is attached. So I didn't say li ibni. I said libni. Alif is silent now. Hamzatul wasl is silent. Lib. Lam kasra li ba sukun ba lib. Libni al muazzin. Remember that. Ahadihi darrajatu libni al muazzin. The answer is naam. Yes. Why Naam? Because the question was with Hamzatul Istifham. Now he can say Naam, and then he can continue Hadi Darajatu Libni al Muazzin. But this is elongating the answer, right? If I ask you something, if I ask you, is this bicycle belong to the teacher? You may say, yes, this belongs to the teacher. Or you could say yes. The meaning is understood. So why write a lot? Arabic is language which loves brevity, which loves ikhtisar. You will see in future so many things how jame, how comprehensive this language is. With a little bit usage, you get big meanings. You get larger words of the meaning. Even if you look at the translation of the Quran in English, for example, sisters, you will find that the Arabic ayah in Arabic is maybe 3 words, but the translation in English could be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 words. So what does it tell? It tells us that Arabic is such a beautiful language. It carries a lot of meaning in very small number of words. So one word can carry a lot of meanings. In other languages, you have to write a lot to define that word. But in Arabic, just one word will express that intention or that meaning. Man hadha al-waladu. Who is this boy? Huwa talibun min al-Iraqi. He is a student from Iraq. He is a student from Iraq. Adhalika al-baytu jadidun. Is that house new? La. Huwa qadimun jiddan. No, it is very old. So this jiddan means very. And qadimun, of course, we know it means old. Hadhihi sayyaratu min al-Yabani wa tilka min Swisra. Hadi Sayyaratu min al-Yabani, this car is from Japan. Watilka min Swisra, and that is from Switzerland. Hada Sikinu min Almania, this knife is from Germany. Watilka al-Mil'aqatu min Inkaltara, and that spoon is from England. 2 things to learn here. One, look, I didn't say min Almania. Like we said before, we put this noon has got sukun. But we did not put fatha here. Why? Because it's not Hamzatul Wasl coming after it. Almania means Germany, and that name starts with Hamzatul Qat. So Almania. Look, this is Hamzatul Qat. the neck of ayn is drawn at the top of alif, whereas England is called inkaltara. This is also beginning with hamzatul wasl, but this hamzatul wasl has got a kasra. You see the neck of ayn. I know the picture is not very clear, but this is hamza ayn of neck of ayn, which is drawn under the alif. Almania and inkaltara. The important thing is what I told you a while ago for America. Look, min, fi, ila, ala, any harf jar will not change the Arab, the looks of the word. Let's say the looks of the word. Almania is ending on alif, so you cannot never see any kasra. Inkaltara is ending on alif. You will never see any kasra on alif. You will never ever see that. So if there was no min, still it would be Almania. If there's a min, still it will be Almania. Right? I hope it is clear. Change the following sentences as shown in the example. So this exercise is basically what we already know, alhamdulillah. So you have a sentence, Hada kitabun. Hada kitabun. Now you are saying about something which you can see and you're pointing towards and saying, Hada kitabun. This is a book. But what if you want to say something about that book? How you will say? So you will simply add alif and lam. This is the use of badal. This is the benefit. So misal, what's the misal? Hada kitabun means this is the book. You want to say this book belongs to Muhammad. I will say, Hadal kitabu li Muhammadin. By adding alif and lam, you made both of them one word. Hadal kitabu, this book. And now you can say anything you want to say about this book. Hadal kitabu li Muhammadin. This book belongs to Muhammad. Or Hadal kitabu li Hamid. This book belongs to Hamid. Hadal kitabu li Zaid. This book belongs to Zaid. Hadal kitabu jadidun. This book is new. Hadal kitabu qadimun. This book is old. I hope you're getting that, sisters, right? So this li means belongs to. So li is making Muhammad majrur. Li Muhammadin. So as we have seen the example here, we have changed Hada tabibun. This is the doctor. But if you want to say to somebody, this doctor is from India, how will you say that? You can't say Hada tabibun min al-Hindi. These are two different things. Hada tabibun, he is a doctor. Then you're saying from India. It's not making sense. Maybe thinking outside the structure of Arabic language, you may say it is making sense, but this is a broken way of expressing yourself. The correct way is Hada tabibu min al-Hindi. This doctor is from India. How will you say? Hada tabibu min al-Hindi. Hadihi sayaratu. This is a car. But if you want to say this car is for the head teacher, how will you say? For the head teacher has already given their lil mudiri. How will you change this is a car to this car? Simply by adding alif and lam after hadihi. Hadihi sayyaratu lil mudiri. Zalika waladun. That is a boy. Now we want to say that, sorry, it should not be this. That boy is son of the teacher. How will you say? Zalika al-waladu bunul mudarris. Zalika al-waladu bunul mudarrisi. When you will get your resource pack, inshallah, I'll try to fix that, right? But for the class, for all the sessions, it will be like that. So don't worry about that. During the class day, we don't have much time to make changes into these slides. If there's any error in the typing or any printing mistake, then I usually explain that in the class. So you know that this has been mentioned, but when you will get your resource pack, then that will be changed, inshallah. So I'm saying because somebody may attend one class now, or maybe somehow they end up attending another class at other session time. So they know that why this is not corrected, because the class days, we don't have much time to go through the slides. Tilka sa'atun, that is a watch. How will I say that watch is from Switzerland? I'll simply add alif and lam after tilka. Look here. Tilka sa'atu minas Switzerland. That watch is from Switzerland. Hadha baytun. This is the house, but I want to say this house is for the engineer. The transition for the engineer is given here, lil muhandisin. But how will I, lil muhandisi, sorry. How will I say this house? I will add alif and lam. Alif and lam with bayt. Hadhal baytu lil muhandisi. So the meaning changed from this is the house to this house. And then I have added for the engineer. Hadha qalamun. Let me say one more thing here. If you understand, brilliant. If you don't, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Hadha qalamun. What is hadha qalamun? Means this is a pen. What is the what kind of sentence is that? It's a noun sentence. Why? Because it's beginning with the noun. We know that the demonstrative pronouns, ismul ishara, is a noun, right? And this is a definite noun. We have seen that how mubtada looks like in our previous lessons. So this is our mubtada hadha, and qalamun is our khabar. Hadha qalamun, right? But what is happening now? Hadha al-qalamu li Abbasin. Now, hada is our mubtada, al-qalamu is our badal, as we've seen before, and li abbasin is our khabar. What kind of khabar is that? This is the phrase khabar. When khabar is a phrase khabar, when there's a harf jar and the noun which is majroor is coming and sitting in the chair of the khabar. So if I say hada al-qalamu, this pen, are you happy? No, you need some information, some news. So when I say this pen is for Abbas, li Abbasin. So li Abbasin is the khabar, and you are happy now. You got a complete sentence, right? And li Abbasin is what is harf jar. Li is harf jar, and Abbasin is ism majrur. So that is coming in the place of khabar, and this will be called phrase khabar. It's not a noun khabar. Whereas hada qalamun, hada is mubtada, and qalamun is the khabar. What kind of khabar is qalamun, sisters? Noun khabar or a phrase khabar? What's the definition of noun khabar? Definition of noun khabar is it will be in one word. Qalamun, one word, and it is marfu. This is khabar. But li Abbasin is not one word, is two words. Maybe it's written together. Don't think it's one word, it's two words. Li is harf jar, like here given li, right? On the right hand side of the screen, li, which means for or belongs to. It's an harf jar, and then Abbasin is connected to that. Li Abbasin are two words. Li is harf jar, Abbasin is called ism majroor. The noun which comes after harf jar is called ism majroor. So li Abbasin, so khabar is the phrase khabar. And likewise, all of these sentences are dhalika rajulun, that is a man, and you change it into that man is mu'adhin, you say dhalika rajulu mu'adhinun. Hadhihi baydatun, this is an egg. But if you want to say this egg is big, how will you say? هذه البيضة كبيرة. هذا منديل means this is a handkerchief. If you want to say this handkerchief is dirty, how will you say? هذا المنديل وسخ. هذه حقيبة, this is the bag. But what if you want to say this bag is for the teacher? هذه الحقيبة للمدرس. I hope it is clear. And now here another exercise, make questions and answers as shown in the example using the word. So you have book. The picture of book is here. You have to make a question and then you have to make an answer. So how did you make a question? Liman hadal kitabu. Right, this book, you're making the question on this. Liman hadal kitabu, for who is this book? And your answer will be hadal kitabu li Muhammadin. So you're using the word Muhammad. So here you have a picture of the pen. How will you make the question? You want to ask the same question for who is this pen? You will say Liman hadha al-qalamu. What will be your answer? Hadha al-qalamu li Abbasin. Next, you have a picture of key. Of course, in your book, answers are not given. Answers you will get in your resource pack. But when you open your book, please practice from your book. Use your own intellect, use your own learning, and write the questions and answers, and then compare with your resource pack. Then compare with your solutions. Don't just look at the solutions first. Liman hadha al-miftahu. To who or for who is this key? هذا المفتاح لعلي. This key is for Ali. This key is for Ali. I hope it is clear, sisters. Isn't it? This key is for Ali. لمن هذه السيارة. For who is this car? هذه السيارة للمدير. This car is for the head teacher. لمن هذه البقرة. We have a picture of a cow when you made the question. لمن هذه البقرة. Very simple, because the example is given here. All you had to do was just change the word which represents the picture. Here was the kitab, so you said liman hadal kitabu. Here it is a cow, so you're saying liman hadal baqarat. So you are bringing the name, you are coming up with the name of the picture with alif lam, al baqaratu, as sayyaratu, al miftahu, right? Liman hadhihi al baqaratu, for who is this cow? Your answer is hadhihi al baqaratu lil fallahi. This cow is for the farmer. This cow is for the farmer. And it's the same pattern. Same pattern we are doing. Liman hadhihi al haqibatu, you have the picture, you make a question. English translation for the question is given here. Even the answer is given in English. All you have to do is you just have to translate into Arabic. So how will you say this bag is for the teacher? Very simple. You will say هذه الحقيبة للمدرس. هذه الحقيبة للمدرس. لمن هذا الكرسي؟ هذا الكرسي لعمار. لمن هذه الدجاجة؟ هذه الدجاجة لبنت الفلاح. You see, الفلاح لعمار للمدرس. All of this is coming as مجرور. لمن هذه الساعة؟ هذه الساعة لابن المدير. لابن المدير. لمن هذا البيت؟ هذا البيت للطبيب. لمن هذه الملأقة؟ هذه الملأقة للطالب. So you have the picture in your book. Make a question on this pattern. right? And make an answer on that pattern. So now here's something which we have already seen, already discussed. Have a quick look once again. Read the, ponder upon the vowel sign on the last letter and keep in mind the rule. So al-baytu is your original word, marfu. When fi came, what it became fil bayti. When min came, it became min al bayti. When ila came, it became ilal bayti. So al baytu was marfu, ending on dhamma. Last letter ta had a dhamma, but when fi came, min came, ila came, because they are harf jar, they made the word majrur. So al baytu became al bayti in all those situations. Now look at this word. Al mustashfa means the hospital. What is this thing which is written like ya? This is called alif maqsura. This is alif. Yes, if this is an information to you, alhamdulillah. This is called alif maqsura. This is alif. This is not ya. If it was ya, there will be two dots under it. Remember, sisters, in the Quran, you will find that a lot of times, and this will be helpful. And what is another sign of it being alif? That there's a fatha before that. Look, there's a fatha. Fa. What's the sound? Al mustashfa. But interesting thing is, what I want you to focus is, look what happens when fi is coming. Fil mustashfa, minal mustashfa, ilal mustashfa. It's not mustashfi. You see? So alif will not have kasra. Alif will not have kasra. Like you've seen America before. Here America is coming. America. This is also alif. So they both are alif. This alif in alif written here, this alif is called alif ul qaima, standing alif. Aliful qaima, right? Aliful qaima. But this alif could also be called alifun naima. The alif which is lying down. Alifun naima. Or you could say alif maqsura as well. There are many names. Right now, just understand one thing. You don't need to go into these names. Right now, just have one thing in your mind. America, Almania, you can see this is ending with alif. As we can see, we know the alphabets, alhamdulillah. If this you didn't know, now you know that if anything is written like this, it's also alif. Isa, think of Isa, Musa. We don't say Musi, Isi, we say Isa, Musa. That proves that this is alif. Isa, the same letter is in the name of Isa in the end. Musa, same letter is there. How do we pronounce Musa? We pronounce Isa. How do we pronounce Huda, Salma, Kubra? You see? So this is not ya. Remember that this is not ya. So this will not have any kasra ever coming. Just this is all you wanted to know in this segment of the lesson. Fi America, min America, ila America, right? You see, al baytu had a dhamma, and then fil bayti, min al bayti, the meaning was in the house, from the house to the house. Harjar was coming, and al baytu became al bayti in all those situations. Look, al mustashfa, what is happening here? It's ending on alif. So there is no haraka, it's fixed, unchangeable noun. Right? It is fixed, unchangeable. Now, this noun will not change. We've seen this kind of things in bite-sized video too. So please have a look at it over there. Once again, here, all these circles are coming, and you know this alif is not getting changed. It still remain mustashfa. There's no kasra coming here. And then once again, iqra waqtub, read and write. Another exercise for reading and writing. This exercise basically is giving you word coming after harf jar which is ending on alif, and you will see that that it is not changing. So hadha tabibu min inkaltara. Look, this doctor is from England. Min is coming, but after min there's alif is not silent. If it was hadha tabibu min al masjidi, if it was al masjid, it will become masjidi. If it was the word al bayt, it will become al bayti, right? But here in kaltara ending on alif, so it's not going to change. Dhahaba hamidun ila faransa. Hamid went to France. You see, France, Faransa, there's no kasra coming. Ila Faransa. If it was Hamid went to masjid, we'll say Zahaba Hamidun ila al masjidi. Dal would be kasra. If we say Hamid went to the house, Zahaba Hamidun ila al bayti. Ta would have a kasra because of harf jar, but because this word is ending with alif, ila is not able to change it into kasra. Mahmudun maridun. Mahmud is sick. هو الآن في المستشفى. He is in the hospital. Look, المستشفى. He is not able to change the last letter of المستشفى. If it was هو الآن في البيت, if it was in the house, you will say البيت. Ta with the kasra. I hope it is clear. ذهب عبد الله من ألمانيا إلى إنجلترا. Look, after min, Almania is coming, ending on alif. the name of Germany in Arabic language, ending on alif, it's not showing any kasra. Inkaltara is the name of England in Arabic. Once again, ila is coming, but Inkaltara, the last letter, is not showing any haraka. Here comes Isa and Musa. Subhanallah. هذا الكتاب لعيسى. If we know harf jar li makes the next word majroor. We've seen li Muhammadin, li Khalidin, li Tabibi, li Tajiri. But look here, li Isa. We're saying Musa. We're not saying Isi, Musi. That's not possible. This alif will never accept kasra. هذا الكتاب لعيسى وذلك الكتاب لموسى. هذا المهندس من أمريكا. Once again, alif is coming. Min America, there's no kasra here. I hope it is clear. Now, keeping in mind the rule pertaining to amama and khalfa. Amama and khalfa, remember we've seen amama and khalfa before. Amama and khalfa, whenever these words will come, the next word which comes after amama and khalfa will always be majroor. Look, amama talibi, khalfa al-mudarrisi. As-sabburatu, the writing board. But before we go into that, let's have a look at something else. Here is something. What is amama in khalfa? Amama in khalfa are adverb of place and time. In Arabic, it's called zarf. Zarf is a noun that indicates place or time, right? I will not go into much detail. We will see that, inshallah, in future lessons. For right now, just understand amama means in front of, khalfa means behind, before means qabla, ba'ada means after. Right? So now these are called in English adverbs. What do they define? Amama means in front of masjid, in front of house. Khalfa means behind school, behind house, behind anybody, behind the car, anything. So if you want to say khalfa, you will say khalfa. In front of, you will use Arabic word is amama. For before, you will say qabla. For after, you will say ba'da. But there's one interesting thing to know. What zarf does is, it does something like harf jar. What harf jar do? Harf jar changes the next word which comes after that into majroor. But what is zarf? Adverb is going to do? It will change the marfu dhamma into kasra. Dhamma into kasra. This adverb changes the vowel sign of the last letter of the word which comes after it into kasra. It makes it majroor. Look at this. Marfu. Al-baytu was marfu. Al-baytu was marfu. Look, the ta in both situations had a dhamma. You came up with the word amama or khalfa. They both are zarf, adverbs, right? What's going to happen to al-baytu? Look, when we bring both of them together, amam al-bayti, it became majroor. Khalf al-bayti, it became majroor. What is the name of al-bayti now? This is very, very important what I'm going to say, sisters. Even if you don't understand, please listen to me very carefully. This will be repeated many times in future, but it's good that you know this name from now. The word which comes after harf jar is called ism majroor. So fi and then al masjid is coming now. Al masjid is with the kasra because the fi. So we'll say fi is harf jar. Al masjid is ism majroor. In English, noun, genitive noun, noun which is majroor. Noun which is majroor. If we have mudaf alayh, what do we say? Baytullahi. Bayt is mudaf, which is marfu. Ismul jalala, Allahi is majroor. If I say qalamu bilalin, qalamu is what? Mudaf. And bilal is mudaf ilayh, right? But qalam is marfu. And mudaf ilayh is always majroor. Bilalin. Likewise, every time a zarf will come, an adverb will come, it will make the next word majroor. What will be the name of the next word? Interesting name. Amama will be called zarf and al-bayti will be called mudaf ilayh. Mudaf ilayh. This is true. This will be called mudaf ilayh, right? Because if you think of, I don't want to confuse you, but you see sisters in our class are mashallah so intelligent, they pick questions from thin air. And I don't know how to really answer that at this stage because I don't want to say things which will make other sisters confused, but just look at it in English. If I say in front of the house, does it not sound like house of the Bilal? If I say in front of the masjid, does it not sound like son of Hamid? So this of thing is coming here, right? Even in English, this of thing is coming here. So just remember, zarf, the word which comes after zarf is called mudaf ilayh, and mudaf ilayh is always majroor. If you remember that, that will become very, very easy. Remember, the word which comes after zarf is called mudaf ilayh. And what is the i'rab of mudaf ilayh, sisters? I'rab of mudaf ilayh is Majroor. In this dunya, Arab of mudaf ilayh is always majroor. Mudaf ilayh will not be anything but majroor. So just to gloss over it now, amama, khalfa, qabla, ba'da, or any other adverb, whenever you will see, if the noun coming after that will be majroor, and that noun, the name of that noun is called mudaf ilayh. I hope it is called. Look, noun which comes after zarf is called mudaf ilayh. Sisters, please don't tell me, oh, you know what, I'm not able to understand. Of course, you're not able to understand. If you are attending this course for the first time, how am I expecting you to come to the class, look at the slide 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, one slide, two slide, and understand? If it was like that, then we would just do the whole book in 3-4 hours and we understood. No, it takes time for the information to sink in. It takes some time for us to practice, and then it becomes strong. In the class, if I tell you the word which comes after zarf is called mudaf ilayh, you understood that? My job is done, your job is done. If I tell you that the word which comes after zarf will always be majroor, yani it will have a kasra according to what we have studied. If you understood that the word will have a kasra, khalas, your job is done, my job is done. These things will sink in. You will become strong and strong and strong, and we will see the reasons and why this is happening, why that is happening in future lessons. But for now, only this much is enough. Zarf is always mansoob. This is a new part of information. Zarf, look, amama, khalfa. Look at this here. Qabla, ba'da, they all are ending on the fatha. So zarf is mansoob. For now, we will say zarf adverb is always mansoob. So you will never see amamul bayt. You'll say amam al bayt. You will not say khalful bayt. You'll say khalf al bayt. Right? I hope it is clear. We'll do the exercises. There'll be a lot of work will be coming in future. Inshallah, it will become strong. Look, amama. The last letter of the zarf has got a fatha, is mansoob. Amama is mansoob. Khalfa is mansoob. Zarf can never be a mubtada even if the sentence starts with it. You see, mudaf, mudaf ilay, mudaf can be a mubtada. We can say, Baytu Hamidin Jamilun. House of Hamid is beautiful. Qalamu Bilalin Maksurun. Pen of Bilal is broken. Ibnu Zaydin Tabibun. Son of Zayd is a doctor. In all of those cases, mudaf can come and play the role of mubtada, but zarf can never come as mubtada. What do we mean by that? We will see that inshallah in future lessons. Don't worry about it. So here, quickly from the book, what we are going to see inshallah, as-sabburatu, whiteboard, is in front of the student, amama talibi. Pay attention on two things. Amama, three things. Amama, transitions in front of. Look, amama, what is the haraka on amama? Fatha. It's mansoob. It's not, there's no dhamma, there's no kasra, amama. And what's about the next word which is coming after zarf? At-talibi, it is majroor. It is mudaf ilayh, majroor. Noun which comes after zarf is called mudaf ilayh and is always majroor. We are looking at it here now. As-sabburatu amama talibi wa hiya khalfa al-mudarrisi, and it is behind the teacher. Khalfa, mansoob. And after khalfa, the word is the teacher. Al-mudarris, see, it is majroor. Ayna sayyaratul mudarris? Where is the car of the teacher? Here, amam al-madrasati. Here, amam al-madrasati. Look, amama has got a fatha, is mansoob, and al-madrasati is majroor, right? Why? Because coming after zarf. Aina baytul imami. Now this is imam. Imam is a different person. Imam and amam is there. Amama means in front of. Imam is the person, the sheikh who leads us in salah. Aina baytul imami. Where is the house of the imam? Baytul imami khalfal masjid. The house of imam is behind the masjid. We also can say, tongue twister, Baytul imami amam al masjid. Isn't it interesting? House of the Imam is in front of the masjid. Bayt al-Imami amam al-masjid. But I don't want to confuse you. So it was just on the side note. Bayt al-Imami, here it is written, Bayt al-Imami, house of Imam. Right? Mudaf, mudaf ilayh. Bayt al-Imami, khalf al-masjidi, is behind the masjid. Aina jalasa Hamidun. Where did Hamid sit? Jalasa is a verb. Jalasa means action of sitting. Jalasa is a verb. So we know every action will have a doer. It's not possible that there is an action but there is no doer. Whenever there's an action, there must be a doer. So Jalasa Hamidun. Where did Hamid sit? So jalasa is the verb, action of sitting. Who is doing the action of sitting? Hamid. Where did Hamid sit? Jalasa khalfa Mahmudin. Jalasa means he sat. So we are not mentioning the name of Hamid. We are saying jalasa. Jalasa means he sat. He sat behind Mahmud. Jalasa khalfa Mahmudin. So khalfa is mansub because it's the zarf. It's an adverb, right? Adverb of place. Isn't it the place in front of, behind? They both are places, right? Indicating the place. Mahmudin is mudaf ilayh and is majroor. Why? Because it's coming after dharf. Dhahaba Ammarun ila al-masjidi. Dhahaba means the action of going. Who is doing the action of going? Ammar. Dhahaba Ammarun. Ammar went. Look, the translation is given. Ammar went. So this is a word. Yeah, it's kind of an official introduction for us of verbs now. Zahaba Ammarun. Zahaba is the verb and Ammar is the doer. Zahaba Ammarun. Ammar is the doer of the action. Who is doing the action of going? Zahaba Ammarun. Ammar went ilal masjidi, to the masjid. Look, after ila, harf jar is coming. Sorry, after harf jar ila, ism majrur is coming. So ila, if I have to tell you what is ila is harf jar. What's the name of this word? Al masjid. The full name is ism majrur. Ism means noun and majroor means it has got jar because of harf jar. Ism majroor. Wa jalasa amam al mahrabi. Jalasa means he sat. And amam al mahrabi means it's front, basically front room of the imam, not back. Back, for back is khalf al mahrab. It's amam al mahrabi. Amam al mahrabi means in front of the mahrab of the imam, of the room of the imam. Mahrab is what? It's a room of the imam. So jalasa amam al mahrabi, he sat in front of the room of the imam. Right? I hope it is clear, sisters. These are the new words: al-mustashfa, al-mania, inkaltara, suwistra. Al-mustashfa means the hospital. Al-mania is the Germany. Inkaltara means England. Suwistra means Switzerland. As-sikinu, the knife. Firenze is France. Amama is in front of. Khalfa is behind. All these four words in the beginning are ending on alif. They will not show any kasra, even if there's a harf jar before that. A sikino is fine. It will show all the Arab. There's no problem with a sikino. Firenze is also ending on alif, so it will not show any haraka. Amama and khalfa are the adverb. Zarf. This is the topic we have studied today. Amama means in front of and khalfa means behind. So I hope everything is clear. So today's lesson, we are coming to an end. Today's lesson, we just learned two things. We learned about the badal. What is badal? When you put alif lam to the noun which comes after hadha, hadihi, tilka or zalika, that word is called badal. And what is adverb? What is zarf? Zarf is the adverb. In English, you call this an adverb. You could say adverb of time or adverb of place. It indicates the time or place. It doesn't give you the exact location. So when I say in front of masjid, it could mean you are right in front of masjid, or maybe you are 3 feet away from the masjid, but you're in front of masjid. If I say behind the school, means you are right behind the school. Maybe you are leaning to the wall of the school, behind the school, or maybe you are just a little bit away from the school, but you are behind the school, so the back side of the school or front side of the school. Likewise, say qabla. Qabla means before. If I say to you, I'll meet you qabla salat al-dhuhri, now it's a wide open area. Qabla salat al-dhuhri means maybe morning 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. It's open, right? So it's an indication of time, but it's not exact time. If I say I'll meet you after salat al-dhuhri, ba'da salat al-dhuhri, so what does it mean? After salat al-dhuhr means could be 2 o'clock, could be 2:30, 2:45, 3 o'clock, 3:30, anytime. So adverb gives you an idea. Adverb of time gives you an idea about the time, but does not make it fix 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And adverb of place give you a idea of the place, in front of, behind, above, below, right? So it doesn't give you pinpointing the location, but just gives you an idea. So this was zarf, and the first thing we've done was badal. I hope today's lesson was easy. You will have your recording as usual, inshallah, for 5 days. So you can replay if you think anything was there which you really needed to understand. And with this, we will end the class, sisters. I hope everybody was able to understand and there were really no issues in the class today. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you very much for coming. Inshallah, we'll end the class now, sisters. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.